don't think anything's ever bad has really happened.
I mean, the weirdest shit definitely is the Ray Hollycross shit.
Yeah.
That's probably the most bizarre shit. Do you know about the Ray Hollycross guest? The internet Casanova?
Does he got to play guitar?
The guy that makes me do a background check now every time we have a guest on, because if I just would have Googled this fucking guy's name, I would have known that this guy was, he pretty much took advantage of 38 women in like 7 different states. He was like robbing them and shit.
Oh, I know exactly. Yes, I know. Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
And then I built a relationship with him on the fact that he messaged me telling me he had cancer. Actually, is because he watched the episode with Brian's brother, and I had no idea who the guy was. Mm-hmm. And he's like, "That was a fucking dope episode, last one. I really needed that right now." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, man, thanks." I was like, "I hope everything's cool." And he's like, "No, I came down with the big C." And then from then till when he came on, every other day I was like checking up on him. He was telling me he had given up chemo, like he's pretty much just gonna die and he was just gonna live life because he didn't want, to deal with the chemo and shit. And I was like, "Fuck, man, you gotta come on and talk about this shit, And we finally get him on, and how I ended up knowing him is that I did this short film called Mitch Rap, and I just did like some stupid stunts in it, but he was a VFX guy, and the actors never meet the VFX guys. They're like, behind the scenes on a computer and shit. So that's how we were friends on Facebook. So I saw that he had like 15, 20 mutual friends in the film community. Yeah. So I never thought to Google this guy, and then sure as shit, we have a whole fucking hour-and-a-half podcast with this guy. He's sweating fucking bullets. Chris Little Max here. And I was building up to ask the question about the cancer. We went about 30, 40 minutes before he brought it up. And finally, Little Mac was like, "Can I ask you about the cancer?" And he just was like, "I'd rather not talk about it right now." And
it was fucking
you were
weird.
Like, cool. I respect that. We were like, "Oh, shit."
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It sounded like I'll be honest. When it first happened, I felt like it was he meant to come on here and say something, but he just couldn't do it. You know what I mean?
Really?
And I thought, because he was so fucking nervous, bro. He was sweating.
So if I handed him the blunt like this, he was literally like taking it like this from me, dude. I'm not even exaggerating.
Yeah, shaking.
And then he'd like.
But he's got like YouTube things, and he's got like.
He has a fucking true crime doc on him that you can watch, all about what he's done. And he's been on Good Morning America, ABC News. He's been on like every major network. This is like a world fucking story. It's crazy. Well, how it happened was we dropped the episode, and then someone in the comments just put, "Is this the same Ray Hollycross that, conned 38 women in 7 different states?" I was like, "What?" I was just getting up, dude, smoking my morning blunt, fucking having coffee. I was like, "What the fuck?" You just Google this motherfucker's name, dude, and all that shit comes up. Not only that, a website dedicated just to like what he's done. Like, this guy's an asshole. Look out for this guy. Like,
I like how much research you do on your guests.
Up until that point.
Well, what I'm trying to say is, like, I didn't think I had to, because for 3 months I'm thinking like he's dying of cancer. We have these mutual friends like in the film community. But you're right. After that, I was like, do I really know these motherfuckers that I'm meeting to have come on the show into my fucking home?
Right.
And what's funny? After you left, he kind of lingered for a little bit, like while me and Jordan were there. And after he left, Jordan was like, "That dude's fucking creepy." That's like, she said that straight up. And even inside, I was like, "Yeah, he is a little creepy,
Yeah, it was
fucking
weird.
She was right.
We've had like 3 or 4 chicks contact us since. Like, my brother ran. Yeah, my brother ran into a chick that
ran into one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like
they'll few like months after, some random chick messaged me. The podcast, actually, Facebook was like, "Have you seen Ray Hollycross?" And I'm like, "Have you seen Ray Hollycross?" Because I finally like had confronted him with messages about, I didn't know how to approach him. So finally I was like, "Hey man, I don't know how to go about this, but I just found out all this crazy shit about you." I go, "You can't help but think, or you can't blame me for asking, do you really have cancer?" You know what I mean? Like, with all this information that I have, And he fucking just completely flipped on me. He's like, "I couldn't believe that you turned on me and all this shit." And then blocked me. and then unblocked me the next day, sent me the link for the definition of fair weather friend, and then unblocked me, and then blocked me again.
Jeez.
And then like 2 months after that, or like a month after that, one of his girlfriends messaged like, have you seen Ray Hollycross? Like, have you fucking seen him? She's like, no. And then started telling me the story how they dated for about, I think it was like 6 to 8 months. And I go, does he have fucking cancer? And she's like, he's what? He's never mentioned cancer. And that's when the first, like, even up until that point, I was like, maybe he still fucking has it. You know what I mean? Like, maybe he does, and I don't know. And
you should do like a follow-up episode, like not with him, but like
we are with you right now.
Oh, perfect. I like it. Thank you. But like a follow-up of like, where is he now, and get a couple of those people on there.
I don't fucking give 2 shits where that dude is now, man.
True, I guess so.
Fuck that dude.
Fuck that.
That shit was kind of cheesy, man. Like, just especially because he knew what the show was about, and then he acted like that. That was kind of. And it would be different if he really had cancer. If he really had cancer, I'd feel sorry for him, to be honest. I'll be honest, I'd feel sorry for him. But he doesn't have cancer, so that makes me even more angry.
He was just using that as his end to come on the show.
Yeah,
I don't know what the fuck.
Or that was like his act at the time.
Well, he doesn't. He not only takes advantage of women, he takes advantage of dudes too. Not like sexually, but he'll like take pictures of like people's credit cards and do scandalous shit like that. So
maybe he thought he was going to move in with.
I don't know what the fuck why he would have come on here to do that.
Yeah.
But I'm just upset that he could have used the platform to apologize. I mean, he said it was because like, oh, I did my time, blah 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 blah. But it's like, you did your time, but you're still doing the same shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, he could have used the platform to really fucking apologize and let people learn from that shit instead of just not talk about it and then.
Bang!